What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Track and Ace. All right, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it right now, man. Let's talk about Abby Steiner looking good after the prelim and her chance to make this team, man. Because they absolutely look great right now. Her chance to make this team looks absolutely great, but she still got to put in the work on Saturday night. She still got to put in that work. I think tonight's race and the semis are out. I went over that video. I'm going to direct y'all over to that video if y'all want to hear my detailed analysis. I really was talking a lot more about the first two heats than I was even Abby's heat. I covered Abby's towards the end of the video, but I was really going more over the first two heats. I kind of had to make it a little bit shorter because I noticed I was approaching 25 minutes, and the thing about these 25-minute videos, they take a long time to render. But I don't know. I'll probably render it while I'm taking a shower or something like that, or running errands this afternoon. But yeah, I'll probably do it that way or something. But anyways, man, let's talk about this what everything's starting to look like right now, because I'm a little bit shocked that things played the way they did. You know, before we even start, just a reminder in the beginning of the video here. We got a Patreon, okay? We got a Patreon, and y'all can watch these races in their entirety, man. I think I have Abby's heat because it was on NBC. I got that one up. I'm going to have that one up separate. Then I'm going to have the 3 heats from last night up, and then I'm going to have these semifinals up as well. Let me see what the time was, because I'm trying to see if they're going to be on USA Network or if they're going to be on NBC. No, they're going to be on NBC. They're going to be on NBC after the gymnastics trials tonight, because tonight is gymnastics trials, so I'm going to be covering that on my other channel. So if you're a gymnastics fan, go over to Retro Warehouse. I'm going to be covering gymnastics on there, because we're going to get started with that. Let me see here. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. So, yeah. Tonight they're gonna start at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So it'll all be on NBC. So I'll have it covered just like that. Y'all can go over to the Patreon, and I will have the semifinals available for free. But I'm telling y'all right now, the final tomorrow will be paid. It'll be on the paywall. I'm going to put that you either need to subscribe to the channel as a paid subscription, or go in the shop tab and pay $3.99 for the individual race. That is for the final tomorrow. So that's the deal there. So I'm looking forward to seeing y'all on the Patreon. See y'all on over there. Also, we're going to have film study. We're going to have film study as well. So film study will be on the Patreon as well, because I can't cover videos on this channel. Not allowed to do it. But the film study, reminder of the film study, which I'll probably record Sunday or Monday, will be on the Patreon. So I'm looking forward to seeing y'all over there. All right, y'all, man. Let's get into it. Abby Steiner, man. I'm very surprised things went the way they did. Now, last night had a little bit of a curveball thrown to it. Everyone qualified. So there might have been some racers that was taken off. But the reason why I don't think it was a good idea for some racers to be taken off, because lane draws are very important in the 200. Now, these ladies know how important it is. You need a really good lane draw. Now, I knew we were getting like 3 semifinal heats. So some of these girls that took off are probably still going to get a decent lane draw because of the time. They probably got like the 3rd or 4th best time in the field. You don't want to get a good lane draw. You just need to be in the top 4 to get a good lane draw. Even better if you get in the top 2 or 3. But I think Brittany Brown being the only one that really kept up with Abby's time yesterday was very surprising to me. McKenzie Long is someone that I'm really concerned about. She hit the college wall. We'll see tonight if she has. Because if we see any inklings that she's running a slower than expected time, I don't think she's making the team. To be honest, if she runs another slow time, I don't think she's making the team. We'll see if she has any juice left for the final to just sort of like put her all into it and at least get a decent time to be in a position to be on the team. So we'll see about that. Brittany Brown, like I said, being the only one to keep up with Abby Steiner was very interesting to me. Like, that was very interesting to me. Because, actually, I thought Tamari Davis was going to run a lot better against Abby Steiner. I will state, I actually had her a little bit ahead of Brittany Brown coming into last night. And it ended up being Brittany Brown. Brittany Brown's carrying some momentum. And she's the only one that beat Sharika Jackson this season. Yeah, I think she's got confidence, bro. She's got a lot of confidence. And I was telling y'all, Sha'Carri ain't careful, bro. Because I don't think Sha'Carri got this thing in the bag like that. I think Gabby Thomas do. But I'm not that sure about Sha'Carri. I seen quite a few people saying Sha'Carri not even going to make the team. And it wouldn't surprise me if she don't. It wouldn't surprise me if she don't. It's these type of girls that's behind her. Abby, Brittany. Sorry about the noise in the background, y'all. Abby, Gabby, Brittany. No, not Gabby, my bad, y'all, because she's expected to finish it first. Abby, Brittany, McKenzie Long, Tamari Davis, maybe Tamara Clark still. I think I want to see what Tamara Clark race, how she does against Abby Steiner tonight. That's gonna tell me a lot about her. You know, and then you always gotta throw a Jenna Prandini in there. Then you got some of these other girls that could for the collegiate states, like a Jadyn Mays, show up out of nowhere. Jayla Jamison. You know, you still got some of these girls that, or Anavia Battle too, who got a nice time. Like, people wasn't really talking about Anavia Battle, but she got a nice time, 22.50. She could be in that final, bro. There's a lot of these girls like, bro, last year with Kayla Whyte. Kayla Whyte was that girl to Abby Steiner. Got her spot. If you don't look good, you could choke up like that, bro. It ain't gonna be easy for Sha'Carri, bro. It's not. It's not gonna be easy. Now, do I got her making the team? I still got her making the team, but I gotta see how she looks tonight. Time is very important for her, because if she doesn't look like she's getting faster and faster, like, faster to be for Sha'Carri would be like her throwing down 21.6 or 21.7 tonight. She could throw that down tonight and then looks technically sound. Oh, yeah, she making the team. Oh, yeah, she's making the team. But if she looks like she's not, like, she looks like she's tired, it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle. It's going to be a battle. Because a lot of people had seen Sha'Carri look invincible outside of a couple of earlier races this year. A lot of people had seen her look like, people have really seen her look invincible. So it's going to surprise a lot of people if she's in a close race tomorrow in the final. It's going to surprise a lot of people. But I think that's what's going to end up happening. I think we're going to see a close race. I think Gabby's going to lap everybody in front. But then from there, it's a race for second and third. You know. And this is why I'm liking the way Abby's looking so far. I got a top 3 time, and she had a legit top 3 time, y'all. She was not tied with Brittany Brown. Unrounded number says she got a 22.282. Brittany Brown had a 22.286. So Abby was clearly in third. She was in a clear third spot. That's why she's ranked third when you look at the damn result charts. She's a clear third. Third fastest time in the field. That if this is the final last night, she would have made the team. Abby's still one of the top 4 or 5 200 runners in the country, bro. So at the end of the day, this is why I said in my other video, she's a real wild card, because nobody knows how she's going to go out in the final. Because whatever she does here in the prelims and semifinals, if it's a time that's over a 22, you still don't know what she's gonna do at the final. She probably got a trick bag in the final that you ain't seen. Because she definitely going to be running. She going to be running. I believe, that race tomorrow, Abby's going to run the hardest she ever ran in her life up until that point. She's going to run the hardest she ever ran. Like, she's going to push it. It don't mean she getting a new personal best or even going to run anywhere close to a personal best. She's just going by wherever she's at, her conditioning and her health. I think her condition is good. I still got some questions about her health. I don't think she's all the way healthy. But I think she's going to push it as hard as she's ever pushed it before. She's going to push it. And if she does have a lot of her foot speed back, she can push her personal best, man. You don't know what she's going to do tomorrow. That's how I keep trying to tell people. You don't know what she's going to do tomorrow. She's a mystery out there for the other track runners, man. Like, if you're looking to slip on this team, you really do got to beat Abby Steiner. Like, that's probably the one person you definitely going to have to beat in this field is Abby Steiner. You know? And that's why I'm looking forward to the semifinals tonight, because it's going to tell us a lot about everyone else. It's going to tell us a lot about everyone else that's in the field right now. I think Abby's looking decent. She's looking pretty decent right now. I like where she's at. It kind of surprised me that nobody really, outside of Brittany Brown, challenged either one of them. I was really surprised that Tamari Davis looked the way she did last night against Abby Steiner. I know Tamari Davis could look way better than that. Way better than that. I was really shocked. Because I was saying, look, I knew Abby would be about 22.2, 22.3. I knew she'd be in that area between 22.2 and 22.4. But I was really shocked to see that she actually got there, and that time actually got her in third. You know? She knocked a lot of rust off, too. Knocked a lot of rust off in that one race right there. So she's going, I think, you know, Abby typically in a round, she gets faster and faster, you know. So if she's just starting to warm up, she can take this to another level in the semifinal. Now, last year, things went kind of backwards for everyone. And I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that they ran their semifinal the same day as the final last year. It's a little different this year. They're running it 3 nights in a row. I like the schedule a lot better this year. One night at a time. So I think what's going to happen is the times are going to be a little bit faster than they were last year in the semifinal. Last year they went backwards from the prelims. And again, I think a lot of that had to do with because the semifinal was earlier in the night. They were trying to hold off a little bit for the final a couple of hours later. I think that's what was going on last year. This year they're going to have a full night of sleep. To get rested up, and they'll be able to go into tomorrow with a lot more energy than they did last year. So I do expect them to push it in the semifinal. Like I said, lane draws are very important. So they're going to have to push their times. They really can't afford to kind of just sit on a time just because, I could qualify. Like, it's more than just qualifying. You got to get a good lane draw. Because these girls at that curve ain't no joke. That curve could win or lose you the race. So even if you got a slow start like Abby typically has, she's a master at the curve. So if she's just in the race, we saw this in her where she got a 21.77. She had a slow start in that race. I think Tamara Clark and Prandini were way ahead of her. But then when we got to the curve, the straightaway was easy for her. Like, she just gain speed. And that's one of the things about Abby. She's a momentum runner. So if she has any kind of momentum after the first 120 meters and she's down that straightaway, because Abby's one of the few people, like I was telling you on the last video, like Gabby Thomas and her, because they run 400s, they're one of the few people. And Linda Irby Jackson is a 400 runner. And she's in, I think she's in Abby's heat tonight, right? She's in Abby's heat. Yeah, she's in Abby's heat. But she's not a good 200 runner. She just doesn't have the short distance speed. But like girls like her, right? They can keep going. They don't get tired. These 100 runners like Sha'Carri and stuff like that, they get tired. We saw, we see it all the time. Like a Jenna Prandini, they get tired and they fade away. Abby and Gabby could literally go, like, if we had a 300 outdoors, and I wish we did have 300 outdoors. If we had like a 300, bro, they could keep going. They could keep going. They're trained to run for the 400. So these girls could keep going. They got another gear. They don't get tired. They don't get tired like that. They can keep going. They can outlast you. If you don't got a good lead, like, I like Sha'Carri's approach against Abby last night because she got a good enough lead where she was able to hold off Abby from reaching her. Like, when Abby chases you down, you need to be about, if you're like less than 10 meters ahead of Abby by about the last 30, 40 meters, you're in trouble. But if you're ahead of her at least by about 10 meters, you should be okay. You should be okay in winning the race. So that's going to be something that all these girls are going to have to work for tomorrow night when they face Abby, is that you got to be able to have a good lead on her because I'm telling you, she gets faster and faster as the race goes along. That's why it can see, like, even last night, Abby again, slow start. I felt like Abby, man, looked like she was out of it, but then still managed to get a 22.29. She always looks that way where it looked like she out of it, and then you look at the last 100, it's like, where did that girl come from? Where did she come from? She just snuck up on me, man. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting because, like I said, I think she got a lot of momentum going into tonight. Not tonight, the final. I think she got a lot of momentum. Abby's one of the few runners that I really trust. I just got to keep it real with y'all. Abby's one of the few 100-meter runners that I trust out here, man. I don't trust many of them, but Abby I trust. And Abby I trust. And Abby I trust. I really do, man. I've been watching Abby long enough where I trust her, man. I trust her, man. I trust her to do what she got to do. And she's going to be a problem, man, because I think I saw some things from her last night where this girl is going to be a real problem, bro. She's going to be a real problem in that race. Because she's not injured like she was last year. I do think she's battling an injury, but I don't think she's injured like the way she was last year, where she was actually running in pain, needing surgery. You got to remember one thing. She had 22.07 on that. So just think about how, if she's not injured, what she could be running tomorrow. Because everyone's saying, oh, she ain't got a fast time in like 2 years. Well, what you gonna say she get a fast time tomorrow, bro? What are you gonna say she get a fast time tomorrow? I'm telling y'all, for those of y'all, look, man, she's still gonna have to battle to get on this team. It's still a mystery if she gets on this team or not. But for those of y'all that's hoping and praying she don't get on this team, it's not looking real good for y'all. It's not looking real good for y'all, bro. It's not looking real good for y'all. Because if she still looks like she's one of the top 3 runners in the field after the night, if she's in the top 3, top 4 times, it's not looking real good for y'all, man. It's not looking real good for y'all. Y'all better hope Abby come below the top 4. Y'all better hope she come below the top 4, because if she look like she's still top 3 positioning, because again, one of the advantages she got tonight that she hasn't had in a little while is she's in the last heat. She gets a chance to see how everyone else is doing in front of her. So this allows her to know how fast she needs to run to get a good lane draw for tomorrow. She can see what everyone else got and be like, okay, I got to run this to get in that position. It's an advantage for her, you know. So we're gonna be looking for that tomorrow, man. I mean tonight. We'll be looking for that in the semifinal. I just think overall, man, I think y'all in trouble, man. I think y'all Abby haters. I think y'all might be in trouble, y'all. I think y'all might be in trouble. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see though. I think it's gonna be a very interesting situation, but Abby's got a real good chance of making this team. And I feel a lot more confident than I did before last night. Before last night, I had confidence in her, but it's not the same confidence that I got tonight. Like tonight, man, I got confidence. Man, I got confidence. Man, I got confidence. I'm telling y'all right now, my confidence is way up with Abby right now. My confidence is way up. And again, I'm looking at this like, oh snap. Oh snap. This is looking like this. I don't think we're at 2022 Abby Steiner. But I think we're somewhere in the middle between last year's Abby Steiner and 2022 Abby Steiner. I think we're somewhere in the middle of that. And that's actually, just being in the middle of that, that's good enough for Abby to make the team, man. She just can't look the way she did last year. Like, last year was just awful. By her standards, it was awful. But I still like the 22.07 she threw up in the final, though. I really do. Because that let me know that sub 22 is very possible this year. Very possible. I think Abby, you know what? I'm gonna just put it out there, man. Fuck it, bro. Whether it happen or not. Abby gonna run a 21.8 in the final. She gonna run a 21.8. I'm gonna just put it in there right now. She's gonna run a 21.8. She's gonna run a 21.8. I'm gonna throw it in there right now. Because I think she's going to run super hard. It's the Olympics, man. She want to make the Olympics, bro. She going to run super hard tomorrow. She been thinking about this shit for a year, bro. You think she ain't going to go all out tomorrow? You must be out of your damn mind. She going to go all out tomorrow. She's going to go all out. I'm liking it, bro. Let me say this again. Man. I'm liking Abby's prospects coming up. I really am. I'm liking Abby's prospects for tomorrow night. I really am. I think tonight's gonna tell us a lot about the other girls, and you know, if last night was a fluke for some of them. But it's gonna be a tight final though, y'all. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be pretty close. I think these girls are going to run all out themselves tomorrow. It's not going to be easy to make this team, but I think Abby just got another gear that some of those girls can't get to. And like I said, tomorrow, the only runner I got right out in front is Gabby, man. I don't got Sha'Carri out in front like that, like the rest of these other people do. Because I know what Sha'Carri could actually do in the 200. She got a ceiling. She really does. She got a ceiling. Because she's not a 200-meter specialist. She got a ceiling. Gabby don't got no ceiling like that. She got a ceiling. So this is gonna be interesting, bro. I think this is gonna be very interesting. Cause look, I heard somebody, my last thoughts on this. Somebody actually said they really think Abby could get second in the field tomorrow. I said I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? Look. Abby could get second in the field tomorrow. She could. Like, I think Abby's going to surprise a lot of the haters. She ain't going to surprise her fans. She going to surprise a lot of the haters. Because I don't think they ready to see what Abby about to bring tomorrow night. Don't let, like I said, one last thing. Don't let Abby get a good lane draw, bro. Don't let her get a good lane draw. I'm telling you, that's going to be, that's going to be super important. That's why I said it's a little bit of advantage tonight, Abby being in the last heat, because now she know what she got to draw. What type of time she got to put in. But even if she didn't draw that heat, she just got to go as hard as she can either way. and hope her time withstands everyone else's. You know. So we're gonna see, man. It's gonna be interesting, man. I'm gonna catch back up with y'all tonight, man. Remember to watch my semifinal preview as well. We're gonna have all of those videos up on the Patreon. We're gonna do film study on the Patreon. Final will be $3.99. It will be $3.99, $4 in the shop tab on the Patreon. Or you could just come in as a subscriber. Shout out to Nicholas, who is my first paid subscriber on there, man. Looking forward to seeing more of y'all as paid subscribers, bro. We're going to be covering the Olympics on there as well. So I'm going to see y'all on over there, man. Go on ahead and get this video. Like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching this one, Track and Ace.